Yeah, hi friends. Welcome to my today's lecturate based on the topic Solution to Bitter Relations between India and Pakistan. I have divided my lecturate into four basic parts. First of all, I will give a brief introduction, then I will give three basic solutions. Political solutions, then military solutions, and third one is converting of LOC into international boundary. So going one by one. India and Pakistan has shared 50 years of bitter relations. They both have passed five decades by just hurting, condemning, biting each other. What all both the countries have got is economic loss. The countries has faced cross-border terrorism, various wars, and loss of face at international stages. There has been various major wars and various face-offs after the 1984. The countries, this has led to a lot of economic instability between the nations. Blood, gun, and bloodshed is not always the solution to wars. Major steps has to be taken by both the governments to reach to peace and stability. Various talks has to be held, and the countries have to brief on their ideas and various prospection and views towards each other to make the future of our coming generation brighter than today. Now I will discuss about political solutions. History is the proof that political solution has been very lasting. Whenever the solutions between the countries has taken with the will of public, that has been everlasting than any solutions taken. Talking about the Germany and the European Union, the solution were political and they are lasting till today. Both the countries should bring out the political leaders to a common talk and solutions should be taken out. Whenever the countries had gone for political solutions and the political leaders of our country and dialogues has been held, and the militants in Pakistan has always been indulged in the cross-border terrorism at the borders. The political solution between the nation has always been disturbed by the terrorism in Pakistan. So both the countries need to remove this, and a political leader has to come out to find out a solution. The next one is important phase in this political solution is that Pakistan has always blamed us that the government of India has been unstable. The government keeps changing after 5 years, and in the last few years we have seen the change in the government, and hence the perspective and various views of the governments has been changing in regard to the relations. So this has led to the remaining of the deadlock between the two nations. Now coming to military relations. The wars between the two countries has led to loss of lives and economic loss. We have led fights in 1948, 1961 and 1984. After that, the pot has been boiling with a lot of terrorism and lot of cross-border firing, etc. And according to an estimate, it is said that it cost around 1 crore for India to keep the Siachen for one day. And it costed around 2,000 crore for India to keep Pakistan out of Kargil for one day. So it is the proof that wars lead to a lot of economic instability between the nations. And both the countries have recently felt with the economic loss because of the wars and the poor relations between the nations. So and the Pakistan, especially about the Pakistan, its economy is completely unstable and has now come to begging from the nations. So military solutions should not always be the solution to wars. Now coming to converting of LOC into international boundary. As the British left the country, they demarcated a line between India and Pakistan. But in 1948, in sudden and taking the chance, Pakistan attacked and occupied a part of the Kashmir. Though the soldiers of a country were successful in pushing them back, and to avoid further loss, Pandit Nehru called the various agencies to find out the solution. They asked two countries to step back from the current places. India stepped back, but Pakistan could not. But Pakistan did not. So Pakistan is still occupying a part of our country and is still above the international boundary. Earlier, between Bhutto and Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, the talk was done, and it was agreed that the countries will step back to international boundaries. But keeping the current scenario, there is no such situation that both the countries will come to international boundary, because in the end, political parties has to face the anger of the people. and the people of both the countries are not in the favor of giving the land to each other. So the betrayal and the anger among the people is also very high. So first, solving the solution of the citizen and maintaining peace in the inner side is important. Then the peace in the international boundaries should also has to be done. Thank you.